Today's video is going to be an update on SKILLZ stock. Some news has came out. We're going to have a look at the charts and let you know what I'm doing. Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence. Something that happens by chance, I think not. What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy, Hold, Sell. I hope, of course, you are well. As always, this video is about SKILLZ. As I said, what we're doing today is we're going to look at some recent news that's come out. People will know that when I did my first video on SKILLZ, it was only a couple of weeks ago. It was on the 26th of October. We talked about the price targets. So you can go in and check that video out. But since then, we've had earnings. We've had in some respects, a disappointing earnings. I was kind of okay with it being a growth stock, but my intentions with SKILLZ was to try and ride this up till about $14 and then reassess. I've always been clear and transparent about that. I also made it clear and transparent that this was nothing really more than a swing trade for me with long-term intentions. There's this article put out in Investor Place. SKILLZ stock is overvalued at 54% 1 month run. So that's just a headline. I'm not going to read into it. I don't see the point. I'm just trying to bring this to you. SKILLZ stock, $18 price target from Canaccord. The SKILLZ got a price target of 18, which has been reduced from the $23. It's still a buy, and that's still considerably lower than where we are now, but that is a reduction. So there are some negative news articles. Let's have a look at the charts. If we look at yesterday's performance, for example, when the bell opened, we did see a rise. We got a nice, decent enough rise at the opening bell of in and around 0.65%. This is where I sold my position. I'll show you here now. If you go on, now I had stripped out previous bits at the heights when we were up about 30%. I sort of stripped out half of my money. It's just what I do. I use charts to tell me this, but yesterday I sold out the full position, and as you can see here, I'm not lying, closed out my position on the 15th of November at 14.32. You can see my fill price of 12.57. Go back into the charts, you can see here that the reason we got it is sold, and it's completely been caught as sweet as a nut. There you go. And then the rest of the day, it just went on a downward trajectory. Now, if we go to the 1 day chart, this is why I want to show you. This is what I want to show you as we go to the 1 day chart now. When we jumped onto this trade, when I notified you all about it on the 26th of October, which was here, let's see, we bought in and we read this right up until the peak of yesterday, which shows in and around sort of a 27% rise. Delighted with that trade. For 2 weeks to get 27%, you cannot be bad to it at all. The reason I sold is because of several reasons. The charts told me to sell. Let's just see, along the journey, we read the momentum, we stayed above the 9-day moving average, absolutely delighted with that. And then we got this sell symbol. The reason I didn't sell is because it was a very, very weak candlestick, and I waited for confirmation for the next day. Boom, we got it. Green candlestick went up, sit buy symbols came in, but we were very close to the line, so I've been keeping a close eye on this. Then I seen on Friday that we closed here, and then I looked at the MACD and I seen the downwards trajectory. I seen that the 180 is starting to go downwards trend. I seen the MACD was about to cross over, and when we opened up, I just decided to bin it off, especially because we got a rise. It just made the decision easier for me. Now, I'm disappointed that we didn't get our $14 price target because it did seem so close, and at one stage we did have highs of what, 13.30. So we got very, very close to it, but it is disappointing that it looks now to be going on a downward trajectory. The volume is also lifted out of it, and yesterday we seen when I sold at 12.57, we have seen a fall to 11.80 and a drop of about 7-8%. So what am I doing with SKILLZ, you might ask? Well, I'm keeping an eye on it. I like the stock. I like the growth sector that it's in. It gives me exposure to sort of gaming that I don't really have in my portfolio. So the way I look at it is I'm out of it, checking on the daily until we get back into the momentum. If anybody's liking these types of trades and wants to continue riding the momentum with me, hit the like, subscribe button, because I will be in and out of this. See where all these trades happen. When it's not looking good, I'm out. But see when it gets to, like, say for this scenario, where a buy symbol comes in, I'd be jumping in around here, and we'll be riding this right up. Probably riding it up to about here, and you'll be getting 42%, and then we'll be jumping out. No interest in all this gaping, no interest in it. Then I'll be jumping back in, I'll be riding it up, getting 11%, jumping out. No interest in all of this. See all this misery from the July, dragging it down. July, oh Christ, till the 16th of 24th of August, 2 months. No interest in it, absolutely no interest. I'd be jumping back in. Well, I probably would have jumped in here and just danced along the wire and probably would have sold about here, picked up another 11%. and just riding it, and that's all I'm going to try and do. It's the markets are getting very, very ropey out there, no doubt about it. I feel that you need to be able to understand how to swing trade, ride momentum, because there's going to be a crash. There's just inevitable we're going into a bear market for a considerable time, whether it be 6 months to a year. I don't know. No one knows, and I don't know when it could be. It could be in a year's time for all I know. But I feel like these are skills worth developing, and that brings me to my point of my course. I've been working on my course for about the last 6 months. It's going to go live. I hope it this week, maybe next week, possibly even a week later. Just want to get things right. But yeah, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. If you have found the video informative, you feel free to even buy me a coffee, whatever suits. I'm going to keep keeping an eye on Skills as soon as that momentum comes back. If you're a long-term holder, that would be when you should buy, top up. Don't be topping up band dips now. You'll just get the arse gaped off you more. Wait till the good times come, jump on the momentum train and ride it back up. If you're swing trading, get out and run to the hills. You might even get a bit of a jump today. It looks to be going up slightly in the pre-markets, and we'll ride it back up again. That's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you in the next one. Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence.